Okay, I'm continuing my reading here. What I'm doing in this series is to read through the entire standard works of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This consists of the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. I am reading in a chronological order of events, not according to publication or volume, so I will be skipping around just a little bit as I go. Right now, I am still reading in the Book of Job. We are near the end. This is chapter 41. We are concluding God's reproach of Job. Here we go. The Lord points to his power in Leviathan. All things under the whole heavens are the Lord's. Okay. Canst thou draw out Leviathan with an hook, or his tongue with a cord which thou lettest down? Canst thou put an hook into his nose, or bore his jaw through with a thorn? Will he make many supplications unto thee? Will he speak soft words unto thee? Will he make a covenant with thee? Wilt thou take him for a servant forever? Wilt thou play with him as with a bird? Or wilt thou bind him for thy maidens? Shall the companions make a banquet of him? Shall they part him among the merchants? Canst thou fill his skin with barbed iron, or his head with fish spears? Lay thine hand upon him. Remember the battle. Do no more. Behold, the hope of him is in vain. Shall not one be cast down even at the sight of him? None is so fierce that dare stir him up, who then is able to stand before me. Who hath prevented me that I should repay him? Whatsoever is under the whole heaven is mine. I will not conceal his parts, nor his power, nor his comely proportions. Who can discover the face of his garment? Or who can come to him with his double bridle? Who can open the doors of his face? His teeth are terrible round about. His scales are his pride, shut up together as with the close seal. One is so near to another that no air can come between them. They are joined one to another. They stick together, that they cannot be sundered. By his neesings a light doth shine, and his eyes are like the eyelids of the morning. Got to pause just briefly. We have this word neesings. Apparently, it means sneezings, which I don't know why they didn't just put an S on there, but it must be an archaic word from the time of the King James translators. So, here we go. Verse 19. Out of his mouth go burning lamps, and sparks of fire leap out. Out of his nostrils goeth smoke, as out of a seething pot or cauldron. His breath kindleth coals, and a flame goeth out of his mouth. In his neck remaineth strength, and sorrow is turned into joy before him. The flakes of his flesh are joined together. They are firm in themselves. They cannot be moved. His heart is as firm as a stone, yea, as hard as a piece of the nether millstone. When he raiseth up himself, the mighty are afraid. By reason of breakings they purify themselves. The sword of him that layeth at him cannot hold. The spear, the dart, nor the habergeon. He esteemeth iron as straw, and brass as rotten wood. The arrow cannot make him flee. Slingstones are turned with him into stubble. Darts are counted as stubble. He laugheth at the shaking of a spear. Sharp stones are under him. He spreadeth sharp-pointed things upon the mire. He maketh the deep to boil like a pot. He maketh the sea like a pot of ointment. He maketh a path to shine after him. One would think the deep to be hoary. Upon earth there is not his like, who is made without fear. He beholdeth all high things. He is a king over all the children of pride. Now, Leviathan here seems to be the perfect description of a dragon. He's breathing fire. His scales are so tightly knit that they act as a single piece of armor. Weapons do nothing to him. Spears, swords, stones, nothing can hurt him. He fears nothing. It just sounds like a dragon to me. And God would not be pointing to a mythological fake creature as evidence of his own power. The whole point of Behemoth in the previous chapter and describing Leviathan in this chapter is to say God, you see the power. The Behemoth and the Leviathan, like the two most powerful creatures ever to live on the earth. And yet they are under the power of God. Because everything on earth is God's. And he has power over it all. Even the power of these great beasts, Behemoth and Leviathan, cannot compare to God. I do believe that these were real creatures. I do not think there's anything in the modern day that fits these descriptions. So I think they are extinct. How and when they went extinct, don't know. But just imagine the power that these creatures had. It is fantastic.